from ex-Christian Reddit forum. This is user Ellie or Eli804.
There we go.
Found this on my childhood email and it broke my heart. Trigger warning, sexual abuse.
Oh boy.
Right. And if you were watched our most recent episode, Underneath the Fig Tree, then you would have heard, that sexual abuse and sexual assault, especially in this Christian church culture, is wildly rampant.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it. And so not too far from home here. Trigger warning, okay? When I, now 23-year-old female, was 13, I was assaulted by a guy at church. It broke me in more ways than one, but my family continued to force me to go to that church until I was 21. Financially stable and able to move across the country. Anyways, today I had to go on my childhood email to get information for an old gaming account and found an email to a suicide hotline that said, "With all due respect, why are you calling a suicide helpline if you can't help me?" After I told them about my assault and how much I was struggling and felt unsupported by my family. It hurts my heart to know that I was saying and thinking about things like that so young, all because of the church not protecting me and my family ignoring me and my needs. It's frustrating also because every time I feel like I'm getting better, I just finished EMDR therapy and PTSD, and can start forgiving, letting go of the past, I get angry all over again. And the reason always comes down to religion. Anyways, I just needed to rant. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry.
Don't be sorry.
We've had a podcast for 2.5 years ranting about this shit. Yeah. You're fine.
Rant away, baby.
Eli804, you are fine. We had somebody on our podcast, Saoirse Porter, who very vulnerably and authentically shared also about the same age, their sexual assault stories that happened at Gary Chapel Petaluma. And so I commend you on sharing this publicly. Just, it's something cathartic. We talk about this all the time. It's therapeutic. Just saying it out loud, just getting it out there, talking about this trauma out there. I don't really have too much to even say about this besides the fact that this post is just, there's always posts on ex-Christian, on, religious trauma forums of sexual assault happening to women and men. Mostly, women that we're hearing about, right? Because men don't share their shit.
Yeah.
Unless you're like me and have a podcast.
Yeah.
I
think
more men should be sharing.
I think there'll be a rise at some point.
Well, it's happening. I think it's not only women are sexually assaulted, but humans are sexually assaulted. Humans do this to humans, right? And this culture in the church does this. This is like in the culture of the Christian church.
Yeah.
It provides a space for this type of activity and trauma to occur. And I think the very sad part of this was similar to my experience. I didn't tell my parents about my sexual, abuse,
of course not. You would have gotten in trouble.
No, I didn't even think twice about I didn't think about sharing trauma like that, right? It's like, no, you do not share that with your parents. You don't share that with anybody in the church. You just put that away. And that got closed up for like 10 years.
Yeah.
It's a long time. And I developed an autoimmune hive disorder during that month, extreme suicidal thoughts, and nobody knew about it. And I was just, I was put into a box that I was the problem. It was like, well, it's your fault for, hanging out with that type of person or being around that person.
Yeah. The church loves to defend the abuser.
Or it's not even like they defend the abuser by being completely ignorant that there's abuse at all.
Totally. But even they defend the abuser. Like in Catholicism, the priests always get saved or move to a different church.
Yeah.
And pastors always move to a different church. It's the same way the police department protects the violence that police do against
the same culture.
People of color,
Yeah.
It's the same shit, dude. And it's no surprise that this same institution doesn't care that a running president was involved with Jeffrey Epstein at all and was on court documents, multiple of them, because they protect abusers. And to those who have been abused, thank you for speaking your piece.
Yeah.
Because the more stories that come out about it, the more truth that comes out about what this religion and beliefs really back.
Yeah. And then you also share these when we post our episode. You sometimes share the shorts to the post. Sometimes do you still do that?
share the shorts. What do you mean?
Like if we make video content for this, and then you'll like share the podcast to this person and be like, hey,
dude, every time I posted like, oh, here is a short, or like we mentioned your comment, we mentioned your thing, certain forums, ex-Christian will let us do it. But like the mildly infuriating one, they ban us immediately.
Yeah.
And then, dude, I did it for, it was the atheism forum. And it was a really good post too. And we gave the person who wrote it so much credit. And like, we were just like, it was like I wanted them to see that we represented them on our podcast. And the atheism people banned me immediately for posting a link. And then when I messaged them, because I was like, oh, I don't want to ban from, that's a great forum. I don't want to ban from them. And I have a pretty well-known Reddit account with a lot of points, so I don't want to make a new account. They were like, you're an idiot. Legit. They're like, you're an idiot. You should know the rules.
Oh yeah. That's how Reddit mods are.
I know.
Well, the reason why I ask you about that is because, anyways, I just need to rant. I'm sorry. I just really wish Eli804, if for some reason you come across this video and you hear us talking about that, I just wanted to say thank you so much for sharing your story, even anonymously, even a little bit that you did. I'm so sorry you've been through what you've been through. You're not alone. And if you ever want to share your story on our podcast,
you have a place.
You have a place to even do this a little bit louder.